Hello everyone, in this video we're going to look at the homework of 5.1, 5.2 and 5.3. Okay, so the first question, find the equivalent expression of the given expression, C7, C9, so 7, 9 cancel out. You have C7 minus 9 and C7 over C7C, let me see, C7 minus 9, C negative 2 subtracted. Okay. Because if your division is two exponent, if they have the same base, if it's division, you subtract the exponent. If it's multiplication, you add the exponent. So you add 8 and 10 is 18. Okay, so negative 12 to 0 is 1. Anything to 0 power is 1. And this is 1. And to negative 1/2, negative 2, okay. So 1 over 6 to negative 2 power. Just give you a trick. Just tell you something. It's actually not trick, math trick, but it's just much easier for you to do that. Whenever you see a negative power, you flip it over, 6 over 1, and change the negative into positive. So this will be just a 36. You change the negative into positive, at the same time flip the fraction, okay? The same thing here. You flip it over, becomes 5 over 2, and raise up to positive 3 power now. So it's 125 over 8. And q to negative 3, so it becomes positive power, and actually this is q to negative 3 power. Q is q over 1. You can think about q is q over 1. Flip it over is 1 over q to positive 3 power. Okay. So you got 1 over q to positive 3. Okay. 1 over z to negative 5. Another thing you can do is 1 over z to negative 5. If you bring up the negative 5 into numerator, like bring the denominator, bring it up, becomes positive, bring it down is negative, so not negative. So you can basically 1 over z to negative 5, okay. What you can do two things. You can multiply both the top and the bottom by z to positive 5, or just bring it up, becomes a positive power. So z to 5 over 1, well 1 is still there. Well, you still have 1, so it's z to positive 5 power. Okay. Okay, I'll give you an example of this one. For example, if I ask you what is x squared over y to negative 3 z squared, then this will be just equals x squared, bring this up, become positive, y to cube z squared. Okay. If you have something, for example, x to negative 1 y over z squared, well, it's a negative 1 power, right? You bring it down, becomes x positive z squared, and then y. Okay? So number 9, negative 4 to negative 2 power. Okay? This becomes 1 over negative 4 to positive 2 power. Okay, 1 over negative 4, because of the negative power here. So this equals 1 over 16. Okay. Negative 3 times 10, negative 30. Okay, something's wrong. Negative 30, and then x to negative 4 times x to negative 4 is negative 10. Okay, negative 10. But since this is positive exponent, you divide it by x to the positive 10 power. Okay. Basically, you multiply those two. I'll show you. All right. So you have negative 3 times positive 10, and x to negative 4 times x to negative 6. So you get negative 30. You add the exponent, so it's x negative 4 plus negative 6, which is negative 30 times x to negative 10 power. Since it's a negative power, you bring it down to the numerator denominator, so it's negative 30 to x to positive 10 power. So basically it's x to negative n equals 1 over x positive n. If you have, just use this. Okay, this is kind of the formula, all of the base exponent. Negative power. Okay. Next one. Excuse me. You multiply 9 and 8, which is negative 72. Okay. And then negative 14 is exactly the same thing as here. Okay, negative 14n. So you got negative 72, x to negative 10, negative 14n plus negative 6n. So it's negative 72 times x to negative 20n. And then bring down, so it's x to positive 20n over x to positive 20n. Okay, 2 to positive 13. You bring the 6 up, so it's 7 plus 6, which is 13. Okay, bring this z to negative 17q over z to negative 4q. You switch it, then bring this one down, it becomes a positive power, so z to 17q. You bring this up, is z to positive 4q. Now you reduce it. 4 reduce like a z to 4q, and you subtract the 4q. You will divide it by z to the power 4q, subtract the 4q. Okay, it's the same idea as subtract the exponent. So now you got 1 over z to the power 13q. Square everything, 36. 6 squared is 36. 6 times 2, 6 times 2, 6 to 12. Y times 2 is square. Okay, you multiply first. So you get, you multiply the exponent, distribute it. It's negative 2 to negative 3 power. And then g to positive 9 power. Negative 3 times negative 3. 4 times negative 3 is h times negative 12 power. Now we bring the negative power to the denominators because it's up here. So it's negative 2 to positive 3 power. And then h to positive 12 in the bottom. So, and you still have g to positive 9 on the top. Okay. G to 9 over negative 3 to negative 2 to 3 is negative 8, and h to 12. Number 16. Number 16. Okay. 25 x power 4 y to negative 3 5 x to 7 y to negative 2 to negative 6 power. Okay, so what do we do first? Flip it over, negative goes away. So I can flip it over without doing anything, just flip it and go give it a positive. I don't want the negative 6 here, just have a positive 6, but I flip it over, becomes 5 x power 7 y to negative 2, 25 x power 4 y to negative 3. Okay, what's the next step? First step, flip it over, become positive 6. Next step, change the negative power into positive. Flip it over again because negative 2 is top, bring it down. Negative 3 in the bottom, bring it up. I don't simplify it first. I don't want negative power, okay? So 5 x power 7, bring this up and bring this one down. So bring this one up is y to positive 3 power. Bring this one down is 25. X power 4 is still there. Y to negative 2 down here is y to positive 2 to positive 6. I didn't change anything, just change the negative power into positive power. By bring up, bring it down, well, just first you just flip over, okay? So now I don't have negative power, which is perfect. Now I reduce it. 5 and 25 reduce is 5. X4 and X7 reduce is X3. Y2 and Y cube reduce is just Y. Okay, so the final answer is going to be just equals 5 X cube Y to positive 6 power. Okay, so now you open it up, so it's 5 to positive 6 power, X power 18, Y power 6. Okay, X power 18, Y to power 6, 5 to 6. Wait. Maybe I need to estimate a 5 to 6 what it is. 5 raised up to 6 power, 1, 5, 6 to 5. Okay, 3, 18 here, so Y, but negative Y here. Okay, all the answer is equivalent. Correct answer is not in the correct form. Visual reading instructions give you the problem. Okay, what is the typing the exponential notation with the positive exponent? Do not evaluate. I did. Let me see. 5 to positive 6. Look at that. Okay, it doesn't want me to evaluate. Okay, so basically you type in X power 18, Y power 6, 5 to power 6. That's enough. Okay, next question. Exactly same thing. Well, 3u negative 4 v over 7 u negative 8 v5 raised up to negative 9 power equals, okay, I don't want negative power here, just get rid of it, flip it over, 7 u negative 8 v5 3u negative 4 v, just switch it, okay, positive 9 power, perfect. Alright, I still have negative power here, I don't like it, just get rid of it. Now how do I get rid of negative power? Bring this one up, bring this one down, okay, so 7 u to negative 8, okay, 3 u to negative 8 is top here. If I bring it down, it becomes positive 8 power. U to negative 4, bring it up, is u to positive 4 power. And still have v5 is on the top, is still there. I don't have to change anything with that. Alright, so then reduce common things. u4 and u8 reduced is u to power 8 minus 4 is 4. V and v5 reduced is v to power 4. Because subtract the exponent, subtract the x power, right? Okay, so now you have 7 v to power 4, 3, u to power 4 to 9. So basically we have 7 to 9, v to 36, over 3 to 9, u to 36. Okay, just type it in. 7 to 9 and v to 36. The whole thing, denominator, 3 to 9, u to 36. Okay, subtract the exponent, 30, 8z minus z, 7z, to power 7z. 4 minus negative 9 is 4 plus 9 is plus 13. Alright, so let's look at the next one. 5, 2. 8 to negative m over n equals 1 over m over n. Okay, since you check it, okay, so you bring it down, it become positive. What's the next step? Rewrite the expression by changing the sign, reversing the okay, what's the next step? Why you need to do that? Reverse the radicals. This one. Using radicals. Rewrite the expression with a positive exponent. Rewrite the expression by reversing the rational exponent. Okay, radicals. So this one, 16 to negative 3 halves. 16 raised up to negative, 16 raised up to negative 3 divided by 2 equals, oh, do not evaluate. Okay, so 1 over 16 to 1 over 16 to 3 halves power. Alright. So n over m, so it's m divided by n, so it's m divided by n, m is inside, divided by n is this. Well, it's 2 here. So it's 4. 1 over 64. 1 over 10, so it's 1 divided by 10, so it's 1 over 10. 9 divided by 1, wait, square root of, is 2 here, actually it's 2. So is z to 9 over 2. I'll simplify the answer with rational exponent. Okay, 9 divided by 2. So it's 1 divided by 7. Wait. 1 divided by 7. So it's 7 here. And the x here. Okay, 16 to 1/3 power. Simplify answer. So it's 4. 4 cubed is 64. Multiply out. So a to 2/3. b to 2/3. Oh, no, I need to put a b down here. Without rational exponent. Okay. So, well, I need to change the 2/3 into a, oh, not that hard. So it's here, 3, a square, b square, because it's 1/3 power. Okay, so simplify answer, type in integer. 65, 625, it's, you can use a calculator. 625 reads up to 3 divided by 4 equals 125. Okay, solution, square root of 5 is 5, 5 to 5, 5. So you can use a calculator. 25 raised up to 5 over 2. Alright, square root of 7 is 7 raised up to 1/2 power. Because inside is 1, square root is 2, 2 here, 1 here is 1 divided by 2 is 1/2 power. Okay, so it's 1 to power 1 over 6. Y, 5 divided by 6, so it's 5 divided by 6 power. Z to first power divided by 6. 6 power 5 So you have 6 to 5 over 2. 5 over 2 because 5 power. And the m 5 fifth power. Square root is half power. And n raised up to 5 power first. Then square root is half power. This will be the same. So divide by 5. So 6. First to raise up to 11 power. Then divided by 5 because the fifth root. X first to 22 power because 2 times 11. Raise up to 22 first because it's 1/5 power, so divided by 5. Y raise up to 11 power first because it's divided by is fifth root, so divided by 5. 81 to 1/4 power, a positive power, so it's 1 divided by, bring it down, you get positive exponent. Wait, simplify, I'll have to simplify it, it's just a 3. Here's a calculator, okay. So 81 to 1 over 81 to positive 1/4, 81 to 1/4 power is 3. Okay, write in the positive exponent. So 1, bring it down, 1 over 9x. Since they're together, you have to use a parenthesis to positive power 1 over 6. Type the exponent, use integer fractions, 1 over 6. Oh, 9 is outside of that. 9 is not together with it, so I want to put a 9 on the top. So 41, 1 over 41 to positive 3, 7 over 2, so is this one. Okay, so write this positive, only positive, so okay. So 4, so 4a raised up to 5 over 4. And C raised up to 4 over 3. The whole thing divided by B to positive 5 over 2. Because the positive bring down, negative bring it down is positive. Alright, 3 over that, so it's 3 over x to the power 1/4 power. Okay, subtract exponent. 5 raised up to 9 over 6 minus 7 over 6, so it's 2 over 6. So it's 2 over 6. Well, I reduced it, so it's going to be 1/3. Okay. Multiply it out, 10 to power 18. 9 times 2 is 18. 5 times 8 is 40. Now reduced by 2. 18 divided by 2 is 9. 40 divided by 2 is 20. Okay, so use the laws of exponent to simplify. AB squared. Okay, so the square is multiplied by that, so it's A raised up to 4 over 3. B raised up to 10 over 4. But you can reduce it. 2 times 5 is 10. It's 5 over 2. Just multiply them out. Okay, 2 times 2/3, 2 times 5/4. Alright, so multiply out, you get x raised up to 7 and 7 cancel out, so it's negative 4 over 5. But since it's negative, I bring it down. It's 1 over x to, okay, I just give you a little bit explanation on the board. Alright, so x to the power 4 over 7, you multiply by negative 7 over 5. So 7 and 7 reduced, you get x to negative 4 over 5 power. Since it's negative power, I bring it down, it becomes a positive power, so 4 over 5. One over x to power 4 over 5. Okay, 22. It's not really hard. You just multiply out first. All right, so m to negative 1/4. M to negative 1/4 times the exponent, which is negative 12 over 5. Negative 12 over 5. N raised up to negative 5 over 6. Negative 5 over 6 times negative 12 over 5. Negative 12 over 5. Perfect. So 4 and 12 reduced is 3. Negative, negative, positive, so it's m to positive 3 over 5. And 6 and 12 reduced is 2. 5 and 5 reduced. Negative, negative, positive, so it's square. Okay. So it's m raised up to 3 over 5 and square. Let's look at 5, 3. Note that index is 2. First step, look at largest perfect square factor of the radicand. Factor numerical coefficient of the radicand, factor the variables in terms of the radicand. Look for largest perfect cube factors of the radicand. Okay, it's not this one. So 40 is 4 times 10. B squared is B times B, and check the answer. 4 factor the radical in 2 factor the radical into several radicals, separating the perfect square factors from the other factors. So inside if 4 have 10 remained, 10 remained, B remained, oh, A remained, B remained. Alright, so now take the square root of each radical proposed to that. Combine? No, oh, there's another one. Take the square root of perfect square radicands. Okay, this one. So which is square root of 4 is 2. Square root of B squared is B. Okay, so we're done. Multiply this and multiply the radicands. No. Oh, use the product rule for the radicands. Okay. It's AB. So it's 441A. 3 times A times 7 times 7. 441 divided by 49. What is that? 9. This is 3. Have each factor look for the pair of factors, look for the triple factors. So 3A, so A is out. 7, 7, so it's not only 2, so 3 is out, 7 is inside, B is inside. True. For any non-negative, yes, it's true. Can classify the following system either true or false. So this one is equals x minus 3 for x is positive. False, because this one equals this. And express the square root of y is not simple for y contains a factor that contains perfect square. True. Simple factoring, square root of 20. Okay. So how to simplify a number of square root? For example, square root of 20. Basically, you need to split the 20 into 2 numbers, multiply together. One of them is the perfect square. So you can split the 20 into 4 times 5, of which the 4 is a perfect square. Okay, 4 times 5, 4 is a perfect square. So 4 is what square? It's 2 square. So square root of 4 is 2, out. square root of 5. So you can square root of 4 is 2, and square root of 5 is keep it. Okay. 2 square root of 5. The same thing here, square root of 75. Square root of 75, you split 75 into two numbers, one of which is a perfect square, 25 times 3. 25 is 5 squared, so it's 5. Square root of 25 is 5. 5 root of 3. $750. Now you need to do a cube root. Okay, so I need to do some work here. Cube root of 750. I need to split the 750 into a cubic number, like a number, cubes. Okay, so cube root of 750, let's divide it. 750 you can split into 5 times 150. You can split the 5 to 30. You can split them 5 and 6. So now I have 3 5s. So it's 5 cubes times 6. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So now the 3 and the 3 you can take cube out. It's 3 and 3 cancel. You can have 5 out of the cube root. Okay. The 5 cube root of 6. Square root of 600. So 6 you can split in 106. So 100 is out is 10. Root of 6. So 6 times 100 is 600. Square root of 100 is 10. So 10 is out. Square root of x power 4. 4 divided by 2 is x squared. Okay. How do you simplify this one? Cube root of 162 x power 8. Alright, so I need to split that 162 into a cubic number. So cube root of, I don't know what it is, so let's try it. 162 divided by 2 and 81. So 81 you can divide it by 3 and 27. And the 27 you can divide it by 3 and 9. And 9 you can do 3 and 3. Okay. So 162 you can break into 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 to the power 4. And x to the power 8. Does this make sense? Okay. So now I need to separate the 4. I need to separate the power. 4 split into 3 and 1. 3 to the power 3 times 3 to the power 1. Also, I need to split the 8 into two numbers. The maximum number, the number close to 8, which can divide it by 3, is 6. Okay, 6 can divide by 3, by 6 is close to 8. I can't use 9 because 9 is too bigger than 8. I only have 8. I can't use a bigger number. So a small number which is close to 8 and also divide by 3 is 6. And 8 can change into 6 plus 2, an exponent, right? Now I can simplify it. So the equals, this one out is 3. 3 divided by 3 is out. This one is out, 6 divided by 3, which is 2, so square. And I still have 2, 3, 6. Cubic root of 6x squared. And this is remain, this is remain, and this is remain. So 3x squared, 6x squared. Square root of 50. So you can change the 50 into 25 times 2. 25 square root is 5. A squared, 8 out. And I have 2, I have b remained. Should be easy. Okay. I can explain a little bit in case you don't know it. So you get square root of 50 a squared b. So basically you split the 50 into two numbers. 2 times 25 give you 50. So square root of 2 times 25 times a squared times b. Okay. Square root of 2 remained. You can't take the 2 out. Square root of 25, which is 5. Square root of a squared, which is a. B remain. Okay. Okay, 84 x power 8 y to power 10. Fourth root of 80 y to x8 y to 10. First we'll look at the number 80. Split into 2 times 40. 2 times 40 give you 80. And 40 simplify 2 times 20. 20 split in 2 times 10. 10 give you 2 times 5. Okay. So then you have fourth root of, you have 1, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got 2 to the power 4 times, you have 5. 2 to the power 4 times 5. You can use calculator to verify. 2 to the power 4 is 16 times 5 is 80. And x to the power 8 and a y to the power 10. So I'm done with the numbers. Now what I do, I need to do fourth root of 2 to the power 4, keep the 5. X power 8, 8 can divide by 4. I don't need to do anything for the 8. 8 can divide by 4. So y to 10, I need to find a number close to 10, but also can divide by 4, which is 8. 10 you can use 8. So it's 10 subtract 8, you split two numbers, 8 and 2. So y to the power 8 times y to the power 10. Together is still y to 10, but separate is y8, y2. Why did I do this? Because 8 can divide by 4. Okay, so now 2, 4, 4, 4 divided by 4 is 1 out. Fourth root. This is out. X power 8, 8 divided by 2 is x squared. This is out. Y to 8, 8 divided by 4 is squared. Y squared. And what I have remained, inside is 5 times y squared. Okay, so it's 2x squared y squared fourth root of 5y squared. This would be exactly the same idea as the previous one. I'll explain again. Okay. Fifth root of 256. X power 12 and y to power 15. You probably have a different number anyway, it doesn't matter. So you can split 256 into 2 times 128. Divide by 2, give you 128. Divide by 2 again, you got 64. Divide by 2 again, you got 32. Okay, so keep going. 2 and 16. So basically, 5, you got this equals 2 to the power, let me do it here. Okay. 256, you can do 2, 128, do 2, 64, do 2, 32, you do 2, 16, again 2, 8, and 2, 4, and 2, 2. So how many 2s do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 to the power 8. Okay, you can use a calculator to verify that 2 to 8 equals 256. Now x to 12, you need to split the 12 into a number close to 5, which you can divide by 5. So a number close to 12 can also divide by 5 is 10 and square. 10 and 2 give you 12. 15 divided by 5, no problem. I don't have to do anything on the y, so it's still 15. Now let's continue. You can change the 2 to the power 8 into a number can divide by 5 close to 8, which is 5, and less than 8 is 5. So 2 to 5 and 2 to 3, x to 10, x squared, y 15. Now let's simplify last step. 5 divided by 5 is 1, so it's 2 to the first power. And it goes out. 3 is less than 5, can't do anything. 10 divided by 5 is 2, goes out, x squared. Square remained. 2 is not enough divided by 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3, is y power 3. So what remained is 5 root of 2 to power 3 is 8, x squared. That's it. X squared y to power cube, 5th root of 8x squared. 5 times 15 is square root of 75. Root of 75 is 5 root of 3. That's an easy one. Square root of 60 is 2 root of 15. You should be able to do this. Okay. So just 6 times 10, how do you do this? Just 6 times 10. So 6 times 10 is square root of 60. Split the 60 into 4 times 15, which is 2 root of 15. Okay. So basically 60 divided by 2, 30 divided by 2, 15. Now you can see it's 2 squared, so it's 4 times 15. Okay. These numbers, it should be easy for most of you. Multiply the inside 5 times 35 is 175. 5 is out. And x4 is x squared. No, have a 7 remained. 5 times 10 is 50. Okay, preview. No, it's not really hard. It's easier than this one actually. You multiply the inside the square root. Multiply the square root inside. Okay. So basically what we have is 5 times 10 is 50. And then the other one is 3, B3, C4. B3, C to power 4. Okay. So what I need to do, I need to change the 50. 50 into 2 times 25. And 25 into 5 and 5. So what you have is square root of 2 times 5 squared. B cubed, this is a 2 here, the square root is 2, okay? Square root means there's a 2 here. 3, the number close to 3 can divide by 2 is 2. So you can change the 3 into 2 and a 1. And the C to 4 remained. There's a 2 here. Square root, you always have a 2, but we don't write it out. So 5 squared, 2, this square root of 2 is remained. Okay, 5 squared divided by 2 is 5 is out. Go out. B squared is out, is B. 2 divided by 2. C to power 4, 4 divided by 2 is C squared. 4 divided by 2 is 2. This is out. So you have square root of 2B remain. So it's 5 B squared. Oh, BC squared. Root of 2b. 18. Multiply it out. So 2 times 8 is 16, which is, oh, it's 4th root. Okay, since it's the 4th root, I think we can need a change, little bit change for that one. Since there are different radicals, you have to make a change, okay? So one thing you need to do. First one is root of 2a cubed b. and this is fourth root of 8ab squared. What I need to do, this is 2, okay? So I need to change the 2 into 4 to be able to combine them. So now this is 2, I can change into 4. After I multiply this by 2, I have to multiply everything by 2. So it's 2 squared, a to 3 is 8 power 6, b to 1, and it's b2 squared. So basically, I can multiply this by 2, and multiply the inside exponent by 2. Kind of like 2 to 1/2 equals 2 to 2/4, and it also equals 2 to power 3/6, okay? So you multiply the outside square root 2 by 2, you multiply all the exponent by 2. It's the first power 2, 3 times 3 is 6, 1 times 2 is 2. After I make this change, I can combine them, fourth root of 8ab squared. So now I have the same 4 here, so I can put everything inside. 2 to power 4, if 4 is here, 2 to power 2 squared times 8, which is 32, which is 2 to power 2 times 8 is 2 to power 3. 8 to 6 times 8 is 8 to 7. b squared times b is b to power 4. So now we simplify it. So 5, 2 to power 2 plus b is 2 to 5. Okay, so it's fourth root of 2 to 5 times 8 to power 7. I can change the 8 to 7 into a number divided by 4, which is a to 4 and a3. Now b4, you can change into b to 4. Now the final answer is 5 divided by 4, you have 1, 2 to power 1 remained. You still have 2 to power 1 remained, times, okay, it's factor. 5, you can split into 4, 2 to 4 times 2 to 1. So 4, you can take it out. And 8 to 4 is out. So 2a, b, and a cubed. Okay. So a can go out, b is out, and 2a cubed. Wait, did I choose the wrong way? 2ab, 4, 2a cubed. Oh, I missed the fourth root here, is this one. Oh, this is simple. A and a cancel, square root of 15 divided by 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5, so it's root of 5. A canceled out. Alright, so reduce it. Same root, since they have the same root. 54 divided by 2, just have 3 root of. 54 divided by 2 is 27. 810 divided by 8 which is a squared. 10 minus 8. b to power 8, b 8 minus 7 is just a b to power first power, so b to 1. 8 minus 7. Division is subtraction. But you have to think about 27. 27 is 3 cubed. Cubic root of 27 is 3. You can take the 3 out. Maybe it doesn't want to be the b1 here. Cubic root 3, cubic root of a squared b. Okay. All right. Fourth root. Let's explain a little bit. If they have the same radicand, same root, you can put them together. Fourth root of 810 x power 21 y to power 13 divided by 10 x and then y to 5. So simplify. Fourth root of 81 divided by 10, so it's 81, 810. 10 canceled, 81. 21 minus 1 is 20 power. 13 minus 5 is 8. Perfect. Because 20 can divide by 4. 8 divided by 4, I don't have to change any of this. Question is, what is the fourth root of 81? 81, if you do some change, you can know 81 is 3, 27, 3, 9, 3, and 3. You got actually is 3 to 4th power. The 81 actual is 3 to the power 4 and x20 and y to the power 8. Simplify, 4 divided by 4 is 3, 20 divided by 4 is 5, 8 divided by 4 is 2. So that's it. Seven over 8. Square root of 6. Square root of 49 is 7. Square root of 64 is 8. Okay. Okay. Alright, so cube root of 64 x power 8 over y power 3. You can write this as cube root of 64 x power 8 divided by cube root of y3. The good thing about this, I can do this because this is y3, 3, you can cancel it out, it's just y. The top is 3, 4th root is 4 cube, 64 is 4 cube. You can just do some change. 64, you can do 4, 16, which is 4 and 4. So it's 4 cubed equals 64. And x power 8, you can change that into x power 6 and x2. The closest number to 8 is 6 divided by 3. Okay, 7 is not working. So now I divide it out. 3 divided by 3 is 1, so 4. 6 divided by 2 is 3 is 2, x squared. Square remains, so it's cube root of x squared and y. Four x squared cube root of x squared whole thing divided by y. Alright, so alright, nothing need to do on this. Alright, so now what do we do this one? Simplify taking the roots numerator and denominator. Assume that all expressions use. So what you do is 6 root of x power 25 and separate as 6 root of y to power 18 and z to power 12. After you do that, 18 divided by 3, 6 is 3, so it's y3. 12 divided 2 is 2. 12 divided by 6 is 2, so it's z squared. Bottom down. Top, you can change that into x power 24 and another x power 1. Because 25 cannot divide by 6, but 24 can. If you can change split 25 into 24 and 1 adding together, so now 24 can divide by 6, which is x power 4. 24 divided by 6 is 4. So 6 root of x divided by y cubed z squared. The bottom you just keep it. Okay. X power 4. 6 root of x whole thing divided by y cubed. No, cube z squared. Alright, that's everything.